Hello everyone. It's been a while. I have Jackson hanging out on the bed, so I'm just keeping an eye on him. So yeah, it's been almost 3 months since I last posted a video, and it's been crazy. Life has changed drastically for the better. We have a new little addition, of course, Mr. Jackson, and he has been a handful. So I've been adapting to life as a new mommy and adapting to the whole breastfeeding ordeal. So I've just been kind of MIA, trying to adapt to everything and just soaking everything in. I have been, posting on Facebook, so anyone that has me as a friend on Facebook, I'll put the link down below if you don't already have me as a friend. I do update there all the time, and I try to follow up on people there. So usually I'll go on my iPhone and I'll check what's going on with everyone else, and I'll put updates on my phone. So if I don't always have a camera around, I'll at least have my iPhone. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually start all the way from the beginning. I'm gonna do a quick catch up, and I don't know how quick this is gonna be, so I'm gonna try not to make this too many parts. I'm gonna give you guys a rundown on my labor and delivery, and just so you guys know. Oh, Mr. Jackson is getting upset. Let me go grab him real quick. Okay. He just wanted to be on mommy. Okay. So, my labor and delivery was crazy. And I say crazy because everything that you hear, that could be unexpected or to happen, it all happened to me. So, my labor started on Saturday, the 10th of July. I woke up on Saturday feeling really, really crampy, almost like I had period-like cramps. And then sorry guys. He needs his blankie and his binky to be a happy baby when he's tired. Okay. So on the 10th, I woke up with period-like cramps, and I'm like, what is this? It did not feel like anything I had felt before. But along with those cramps, I had really, really strong Braxton Hicks. I spent the whole day like that. We actually even went to the mall to walk around. When I say we, I mean Arturo and I. Went to the mall, walked around, trying to get things started, and it definitely got something started, because the pain was getting stronger and stronger, and it was getting closer. It was like 10 to 15 minutes apart, but nothing that would, send me to the hospital. I spent all of Saturday like that. We ended up going to a friend's house, came back home, had dinner, and went to sleep. Saturday night, I was miserable. I did not sleep. I would wake up every 10 to 15 minutes with horrible contractions. But again, they weren't close enough to make me have to go to the hospital. But they sure were strong enough. That I was questioning whether or not I should go. I spent all night like that, and on Sunday morning, Arturo was like, let's go to the hospital. Let's just get checked. Let's see what's going on, because we did not sleep at all that night. When I got there, sure enough, on the 11th, on Sunday, I was 2 centimeters dilated and 60% effaced. The doctor said, to walk around, see if I could get things going, and to go home, because there was no point in me staying there, especially since it was the first baby. They say that first-time moms can go for very, very long in labor. So she said it'd be better for me to just go home and labor there. And I did just that. I came home and I was having pain here. I tried resting for a little while. And it was just not happening. With pain coming every 10 minutes, it was just, how was I gonna sleep? I remember like just sitting in front of the TV and just trying to watch some TV and like trying to distract myself so I wouldn't think about it. And I had a friend come over, Narobis came over, and she was just like, just breathe through your contractions. And I'm just like looking at her like, shut the heck up, I don't want to hear anything. I was getting so annoyed by everything. My sister was here, Arturo was here. They were all just waiting for me to like go into like real labor. My mom had called that she had like a small accident at the house and needed my sister's help. And that was around 9 o'clock. Arturo went to go take her. And sure enough, as everyone left the house, I was all by myself. I was like, oh, I'm going to make some soup because I'm hungry. Just as I was by myself in front of the stove making my soup, my water broke. And I was like, am I peeing myself? I kept questioning whether or not I was peeing myself. And I was trying to like hold it, but it definitely, I couldn't hold it. And it was just a big gush. And that was like around 9:40. Yeah. Yeah. And right away I called Arturo, and my sister and him came driving like crazy people back to the house. And I was totally chilled out. I mean, I had been in so much pain for the whole weekend that I was chilled and I was hungry. One of the things that the nurses tell you when you go is to make sure you eat before you go in, because they can't give you any food. So yeah, I tried, but Arturo was not having any of that. He was like, let's go, we're leaving right now. We left, and when we arrived at the hospital, sure enough, it was my water that had broken and they had admitted me. Shortly after that, they gave me some Pitocin to see if they could get the contractions going even like closer and closer together, just to get things moving along faster. And like right after they hooked me up to the Pitocin, Jackson's heart rate started acting funny. So they had just given me a little bit, and they took me right off. And they just waited the whole night to see how my normal, like my own contractions would go about, like if I could just labor without any Pitocin. I don't know how they were planning on doing that, but yeah. And I went through the whole night being monitored. Jackson actually being monitored, and his heart was just acting funny. Like his heart rate would drop all the time, and I would be like in the middle of sleep because they gave me some pain medication through the IV, and I would have like 5 or 6 doctors running in to my room, checking the monitors, moving me around, moving me from side to side to make sure that Jackson's heart rate would go back to normal. At one point, like they lost the heart rate. I don't know what happened, but they ended up having to put something up my hoo-ha to like monitor things even closer. I don't know what it was, but I just know that they had to make sure that everything was fine with him. Oh, my little booger went to sleep. You guys, I've never been so in love, ever. Like, you think you know love, but when you have a child, it's incredible. You grow a new type of feeling, and it's almost overwhelming, like at the beginning, because you can't believe that you can love a little person just so much. So yeah, back to my story, my labor and delivery story.